Morning guys, how you doing? Hope you're good. Jeez, wake everyone up. Bank holiday Friday, Good Friday. Means long weekend for a lot of you over Easter, so I hope you're looking forward to that. Hope you're looking forward to smashing the Easter eggs and having a couple of bevies with your friends. But for now, let's listen in. Alright, as soon as you come on, make sure you do drop a like. Make sure you do drop a little comment. Let me know that you've watched this. So before we get into this, we're going to be talking about the cycle that we go through of our progression. So, we're talking about when we get started on something and we end up crashing after 2 or 3 weeks. Why are we crashing? Okay, and what I am preparing you for, okay, in terms of like my coaching programs. Now, talking of coaching programs, we are officially open our Zero to Hero 6-week challenge. And I'll be doing more on this specifically on Monday and what it's about. But certainly is going to be an incredible 6 weeks for those coming on. It's a higher level sort of premium coaching program. So it's more than just a fitness program. It's working on 6 aspects that are going to improve the way you live your life, your lifestyle, your habits, your routines, your structure, your planning, your management of yourself. So as well as doing some great gym and home workouts and getting your nutrition right, we're going to be educating you and teaching you how to be sustainable, how to make sure that you continue the journey for the rest of your life, rather than just doing 6 weeks, losing a few weight, pissing off, and then putting it all back on within the first 2 weeks, all right? Sustainability, which is what we're going to talk about now. Stop and starting. So the general formula or routine for somebody that is starting a program of some sort is that at the very start, we're super excited. We're motivated, we're focused. You have gone through, what there is this like gap, all right? And on the other side is like success and drive and accomplishment. And on this side is procrastination, sitting on the fence line, thinking about doing the program, umming and ahhing about doing the program, wasting fucking time. Like, should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? Should I not spend £150 on booze this month? Or should I spend £150 fucking investing in myself? Like, you're in that little bubble. That's where you are. And for a lot of you, about my 6-week program, you're sitting in that bubble. You're in that little bubble where you're like, I'm procrastinating. You're listening to all of the excuses why you shouldn't do anything. And that's very common, okay? But those guys that take the plunge and then come into this area, this next stage of their lives, this is the cycle. So we start, and for the first 2 to 3 weeks, it's all brand new. It's all going swimmingly. You feel very motivated, driven, focused. You're losing early weight, early bloatedness, so you're feeling good and feeling strong. Now, anybody can get to this point 2 and 3 weeks when life is good. Anybody. And what tends to happen is because it's new and you're super focused, okay, all of the distractions that do come into your life, you tend to ignore them because, you're so focused. You're so focused. And you can't be beat. You won't be beat. But then we kind of get to the 2 or 3 week mark. And it's almost like you become, not bored, I say bored's the wrong word, you become complacent. And then lots of little things happen. And sort of over another 3-week period, we tend to go slippery slope down these stairs. And it's this period here, okay, of where we suddenly lose everything that we've worked for, we've plateaued, we realise it's harder than we thought it was going to be. The difference between people here who are successful and who go back to the way that they're living their miserable lives because they're overweight, they're frustrated, stressed, unhappy, determines on whether you show up when it gets tough and resilient. Okay? When it gets tough, when you don't show your resilience, when you don't show your robustness, which we'll come on to in a minute. So this area here, what tends to happen is distractions become an an important part of your downhill spiral. Distractions such as work, such as commitments at home. Oh, I'm moving. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing this. Some absolute fucking bullshit of an excuse. Okay, and that kind of distraction, because you don't prioritise yourself enough right now, that distraction will pull you away from your health. It will pull you away from focusing on yourself. You'll be dragged in the wrong direction. And that is simply because you don't prioritise yourself. You don't value yourself as highly as that distraction. So what you're saying is that distraction is more important than your health. And there's no two ways about it. That's what you're saying. Okay, understand that. All right. Yep, I'm being distracted this way. I can't do my workout for the next couple of days because of this. That you have been distracted. That distraction that's pulling you away to stop you doing your workouts, by the way, which is probably only a 20-minute period, okay, is more important than your health. 20 minutes, remember. 3 20-minute workouts a week for 52 weeks will change your life. That's 1 hour out of the 168 hours a week. I'll just leave that there. Misplaced priorities, which kind of links into what I was just talking about. You are misplacing your priorities. Your priorities are in the wrong area. Your state of mind has somehow conditioned you to feel that other areas of your life are more important than your own. Your health is the number one priority. If you don't focus on your health, then everything else around you will mean dick if you're dead. If you're dead because you haven't looked after yourself, everything else doesn't matter. Like, it baffles me. It literally baffles me that people are prioritising dumb shit that doesn't mean anything, that they don't need to fucking focus on, yet they won't focus on themselves. They'll invest in, they'll buy a ton of beer at the weekend, they'll buy a ton of beer on, a ton of Coke or fizzy pop during the week. You'll buy maybe up to 10 coffees a week. You'll maybe have 2 takeaways a week. You'll buy a Sky subscription. You'll get a nice car and pay monthly on HP. You'll do all of these things that accumulate cost, but you won't invest in yourself. All of those things mean fuck all when you are 6 foot under and you're not here anymore. The biggest benefit you have over everybody else is that you're still alive. Okay. Real life gets in the way. We allow real life because we don't think about the bigger game. So family life. Of course, there are tragic sort of situations that we have to deal with. But life's, we still can move on with our life. We still got to live our lives. I'm not saying, don't deal with that situation, but real life kind of comes in, saps you away. You kind of then start feeling sorry for yourself mentality. Oh, woe is me, kicking a stone down the road. And you allow yourself to forget yourself. You allow yourself to forget yourself. Because suddenly the real life comes in and that's your excuse to do fuck all. Work. Don't even get me started. All right. Work is essential because we need to work. But the problem is you probably have no rules when it comes to your work-life balance. So you let work consume you. Stress at work. Like, a number of people say to me, I'm stressed at work. Work is stressing me out. I'm like, fuck, why? Just go there, do your fucking job, and go home. Like, why do you get stressed about it? I used to get stressed about it and then used to ask myself, why am I getting stressed? And I couldn't answer that question. Oh, because so-and-so's doing this, because so-and-so's doing it. Who gives a fuck? Like, literally, you're there, you do your job description, and you fucking leave. Oh, it's not that easy though, Joe. It fucking is that easy. Honestly. So many of you get wrapped up in misplaced priorities. You go there, you fucking do your job, you come home and you be yourself. Commitment. The majority of people lack commitment. Okay, mindsets are too soft. Okay, the commitment phase is something that takes grit, determination, drive. It takes passion, it takes purpose, it takes obsession. Most people will quit because they are weak-minded, and that is the truth. Most people listening to this podcast or this Facebook live feed, okay, don't realise their potential that they have. They don't realise it. So when they give up and their tank's empty, or there's that baseline, they don't realise what reserves they have to push through. Oh, but it's so difficult and it's so hard. Yes, man, it is. And the quicker you understand that this process is hard, the quicker you can come to terms with it and get the fuck on with it. So if you think you started here at day one, and there is 12 weeks, we usually get to here. What happens is then, if you're on a program or something happens, you then just kind of spiral, and then you go, fuck, I'm gonna go for a run. You kind of get a little bit of momentum, die, bang, gone. And you're back down in the rut. So I've put you all the way down here, from here, because this is like, you're elevated in your emotions down here. You're back down in the trenches, and you're fighting the same battles you used to fight. Everybody that has left the Brotherhood, like, not everybody, that's wrong. 90% of the people who left the Brotherhood are back to where they started. Because they didn't put, like, I know they didn't put the work in. They went through all of this and then ended up down here. And it doesn't matter what I say to those people. It doesn't matter what I try to convince them otherwise. They end up back down here. And then wait a minute, because the ego comes in. Oh, I'm not fucking down there, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, but the truth is, like, we end up down here. A large amount of people end up down here because of this. Because this is not in the right place. Because of these are not, because these are affecting us. My job, my role, is to be able to coach you and mentor you to be able to be in a much stronger position so that you can deal with all of this and you can have the resilience and robustness to be able to still show up when life gets tough. When all of these things are happening, you can still show up and still perform and still do the thing that you need to do to be the best version of yourself, rather than crying it off, okay, because something's distracted you. You are the priority, you are number one, everything else is fucking secondary. Hang, eat that. Have a great weekend, and I will catch you on Monday. I'll no doubt do another live over the weekend. Get yourself on the 0 to Hero 6-week challenge, and I'm going to change your fucking life. Catch you soon.